Accessibility Life Hacks. Enhuad Single Hand Video Game Controller. The Single Hand Controller from Enhuad is a gaming controller that allows gamers with a single hand to play their favourite games. In this video, we will be taking a look at how the controller works for gamers with disability. Out of the box, the controller feels well built, featuring high-quality ABS plastic, a set of microswitch buttons, and 2 smooth analog sticks. No 3D printed materials to be found here. Included with the controller is a USB-A to B cable for connecting it to your gaming device of choice, and can also work wirelessly over Bluetooth. Compatible gaming devices out of the box include PC, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox compatibility may require an additional adapter to operate, so check with the Enhuad website for device compatibility. The controller features the full suite of buttons and sticks found on a regular game controller, so all inputs are made available to a single hand. The front of the controller features an analog stick that replicates the left stick of a gamepad, along with a full directional pad, start and select buttons, and a recessed power button. The rear of the controller features another analog stick, replicating the right stick of a gamepad, and 2 columns of 4 buttons for all face and shoulder buttons. Note that the button labels are represented by PlayStation symbols. The buttons feel good and are nice and clicky, and the rear buttons use mechanical keyboard switches which should be reliable over a long period of use. In testing, the controller works well with a single hand. With some adjustment and practice, it is possible to play many games with it without the loss of any functionality. The main drawback to this controller is that it's very light, and we've found that the controller wants to lift away from the table, as there's no effective way to grip and stabilize the controller while being used. The rectangular base acts as a pivot, causing the controller to have a tendency to tilt forwards when being used. A larger round base could solve this issue. Additionally, there's no way to hard mount the controller to a surface either, with no threaded mount available or any other way to clamp it down to a surface. A lack of a hard mount makes this controller somewhat difficult to use. Once the controller was fixed to a surface using makeshift methods, the controller becomes easier to use. So we hope that a future version of this controller features a way to hard mount it. Lastly, changing the controller to different console profiles requires holding down a button on the controller and plugging in the USB cable, which is very difficult to do with one hand, so you may need assistance to do so. Hopefully, future versions of this controller will have a way to do this easily with one hand. In conclusion, this is a great accessible controller that will enhance the experience of single-handed gamers, especially when combined with additional accessible gaming devices. Though, you may have to improvise a way to fix it to a hard surface to get the most out of the controller. We hope future revisions of this controller fixes the mounting and configuration issues, but for now, it's still a great controller for those who would benefit the most from it. Centre for Accessibility Australia. accessibility.org.au. Supported by Government of Western Australia Department of Communities.